Um, Good morning. How are you guys? Jeez, sorry about yesterday. Really sorry about yesterday. It's one of those things, guys. Unfortunately, when you got stuff to do, when you're a dad like me and you got stuff to do, sometimes shit just doesn't pan out the way you think it's going to. You know what I'm saying? No? Yeah? Maybe? Anyway, I hope you're all good. We're back in Oxygen Not Included. Penny Whacker's Big Old Pastry. We're on cycle 245. We're still playing the same seed. We have lots of bolts to tighten. Next upgrade is live in 2 days. Jeez, we're going to be forced to play the new upgrade when it updates in 2 days' time, which is going to bring in some changes. But I think there's like jetpacks and some other cool like endgame stuff. Some new rocket modules. I haven't even built a rocket yet. But a lot of cool stuff to look forward to, I guess. Yeah? Show us that piss waterfall? Alright. You got it. Your wish is my command. I'll show you the big piss waterfall. We have to reacquaint ourselves with this map and seed.
Morning, Dad. Let's start things off right. It's my weekend. Let's get digging. Also, phone Louis bless.
Bless. Alright, sure. I will do. Thanks so much, Mubinski. Good to see you. Thanks very much for the bits. I appreciate it. And OG, thanks for the bits as well. Hey, Dad, how's the weed? It's good, I guess. It's acceptable, I guess. Wait, hang on a second. When is the date that it's legalized in Canada? I haven't been to Canada for a while. Last time I was there was for a funeral, and let me tell you, legalized weed at that time would have been great. But it's going to be legalized in Canada pretty soon, right? On October 7th. Tomorrow. Wow, okay. Jeez. Man, that's crazy. Well, enjoy yourselves responsibly with your legalized marijuana. Yeah. You're disappointed in your country that they haven't legalized weed. Well, a bunch of states in the US have done it. Canada's doing it. So I think that's just going to be like it's going to be a thing that's going to happen more and more, probably, I would imagine. They were saying that, like, I think after they did it in Colorado, the amount of money they made off of it was insane. And it was, like, one of the best things they've ever done for their economy or something like that. So I guess there's, like, pluses in the language of politics, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know if it creates more social problems. It can't be worse than it already is if it is even a social problem. So I guess it's just more money, and it's another regulated substance, more or less, right? So it's got to be a good thing. I live in Cali, moved back to Florida, and became very disappointed. Oh, in Florida, it's not legal. I'm gonna move back to I'm gonna move back to Canada just because they've legalized marijuana. That's exactly it. Yeah. All right. So we have the piss waterfall, which is it's falling down from this cool slush geyser, and it falls down into this tank, which is then transported and dumped into here to help cool off some of this water, help some of this steam turn into water when it starts coming out of this thing, and we should end up hopefully with a gigantic pool of water that we can use to power up our spoms. We have 3 of these things? Gee whiz. Ah, yeah, and we were working on the mushroom farms, weren't we? We were going to try to work on the mushroom farms to get rid of these mealwoods once and for all. We have a lot of calories stored in our refrigerators, various refrigerators around the base, which is great. Ah, yeah, we got the kitchen set up. We were doing some water stuff down here. We were gonna, I think we're using one of these sieves to do this, to turn this polluted water into fresh water. But we've got this cold polluted water, which we could maybe use for cooling something down later. Some of like the more advanced stuff, I guess, needs some cooling. We were gonna make some more tanks to store some more. Is this all hydrogen in here? I think it is, I think we're storing a ton of hydrogen in here, which is not a bad thing. I mean, we have to store it somehow. We've got this. We're going to have excess, right? We're going to have some excess hydrogen coming off all of these lines here because these are self-powering. Maybe we change these again. Maybe we won't do it straight away, but maybe we change them again. Maybe instead of these self-powering, maybe we like condense this down so that it's producing the stuff that we need it to. Instead of having 4 Weezwarts per module, maybe we sort of centralize like a cooling thing, maybe like up here somewhere, and then we just pipe all of the oxygen through the one point, cool it, put it into the base and into the suits.
We all know what you did to Mr. Melonkraut's sheep behind the shed that summer, Sippy boy.
Yeah, I know. Don't tell Mr. Melonkraut what I did, though. It's important. Thanks so much, Kiats Meow. Thanks for the $20. I appreciate it. And then we'd have all of this hydrogen here, which means that we could move these generators instead, possibly over here, and then have them feed into the into like the main circuit, because currently they're not, right? Our main circuit currently consists of what? We're relying solely on... We have a couple of coal generators set up. Yeah, that's right. We set up the coal generators to backfill when there's no natural gas available here, right? So when this geyser goes dormant for like 60 cycles or whatever it goes dormant for, we're at a loss, right? So we got these coal generators to pick up the slack, which might not be necessary if we moved all these out and we had these things on a on an auto battery thing or a smart battery as well, so that we could give it a boost. And then I think if these things are working on a smart battery over here, and these two are working on a smart battery over here, it should balance out, right? We might actually have enough natural gas left over in between those cycles to wait for it to start erupting again. Having said that, though, we do have another natural gas geyser up here, but we haven't been able to get to it yet. In terms of actually mining out slime and doing stuff with slime, we have a whole bunch of chlorine in here, and all of our storage is happening in here as well. So I believe that any slime that we do pick up and put in here will be de-slime lunged as a result, which is pretty good. The only problem is when you store slime in a chest, it creates polluted oxygen, right? Which we have some forming in here. So what the polluted oxygen will do is, because this is airlocked, it'll fill up, it'll fucking fill up this whole room with polluted oxygen. So I think what we could try to do is, I think the best way around that is to have chests with slime in them underwater, because then they don't create polluted oxygen. So we could potentially drip some water in here and maybe just like flood this bottom row of the chamber, which will push everything up a little bit, and then just have these dedicated for slime, right? And we need slime for this mushroom farm, and we're gonna be making another mushroom farm here too. How hot is it in here right now? 28 degrees. These things stop growing when it's hotter than 35. So we might need to try to cool these down a little bit, but we can maybe think about doing that after. Okay, cool. And the base is a mess as well. Look, there's fucking jugs of water all over the damn place. This whole area here is a mess. So we could try to like tighten this up a little bit. Maybe make the base a bit more, I don't know, like symmetrical. And then get rid of the mealwoods once the this stuff is growing. I think we could probably get rid of the mealwoods now, actually, so that these guys aren't just eating mealwoods. Their main diet will be fried mushrooms, and then we can make some better stuff as well, right? Can I please eat the carbon dioxide? That solves all the problems. Yeah, I'll try to. Yeah, I'll try to like I'll try to liquefy it and then just glug it right down. I think that would be good. And we also have this crude oil, which is fairly close to the base. Actually, it's not like that far. There's a bunch here. There's like a big pocket of it here. So if we can try to condense a lot of this crude oil into like one area, we can pump it out and we can start making some petroleum as well, which is it's a hot process, especially if we want to make plastic, which I would love to do. I would love to make some plastic so that we can make transport tubes, because I've never made them before and they look really fun. Alright, well, let's let these guys do their stuff. We have jobs mastered here as well. No, okay, I guess we were on top of jobs, so that's fine. That's done. We have some overheat damage happening up here. This is in space. It's just a door that we don't really care about. That's fine. No research focus because the only research we can do now is space research. We have to do some space research. We got a building broken here, which is known. We knew that this is broken. We're just going to leave it broken as well. Because it gets too hot up here. It overheated. And I think, we made this out of gold as well. Look, it's 120 degrees up here. Good God. That is hot. Another thing we need to do is we need to get rid of these mediocre paintings and try to find somebody who can make masterpieces to give us a decor bonus as well. That would be pretty good, right? No? Did I notice the Weezworts on the left are withered? They are. Well, one of them has come... Well, no, two of them have come back to life. It's because it's so cold in here. This hydrogen is minus 62 degrees, which is beyond their... Look, they're minus 60 to 95 degrees. So they'll die if they're over 95 degrees, and they'll die if they're below minus 60 degrees, which they're at right now. The goal of this is to make this room cold so that the gas that pipes through gets cooled down before it goes in the base. So that's fine. It's fine that they're withered. That's airlocked, so it's not going to it's not gonna warm up in there. And then if it does warm up, they'll
Hi
just
Dad,
spring back
I've
to
been
life
watching
and cool
your
it down.
videos for 6 years. This is the first stream I've watched with work and being in Australia.
Right. I've watched with work and being in Australia. Jesse Griffin, good to hear. Thanks so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Also, Jaffa Cake 106, thanks so much for the donation as well. Hey, Sips, can I have a dupe named after my sorry ass? Cheers, bro. Yeah, we'll have to add you to the list. We haven't really been accepting new dupes because we have 7, which is more than enough for now. What is going on with this? Oh, I see. So we can do like we could do a gas bridge here to make this better, right? We could probably do a gas bridge here to make it better, so that it's not like doing 1, 1, 1, 1. Because these suits, fuck, we got 2 suits that have no oxygen, one that's almost completely out, and then one that's at half. And ideally, we want those like full up all the time, right? Our air pressure is pretty good in the base too. Okay, fine. That'll be our first job of the day, boys. We're gonna put a gas bridge in here to make this work better. So look at we're gonna put a gas bridge here so that it's gonna prefer the gas bridge, and then when it's too full, then it'll start going down here, right? So if we put this like here, and then we remove this, and then we remove this as well. And that. Alright, boys, come on, do the work here. So we want to make sure that this is insulated, right? We can just use abyssalite, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's going to go like that, and then when it's full up, this will come down like this. And then that should give priority to the suits, right? When that's done. Well, we'll see if it does. I think that's how it works anyway. Okay, so now it has nowhere to go, so it's going to give all priority to the suits. But then we want it, when the suits are all full up, then we want it to like bypass the gas bridge and go down here as like almost like an overflow sort of thing. It might affect the pressure in the base, but I doubt it because we have these other 2 vents here, which are probably enough. And that's one spom doing it, right? So that should be fine. We'll just see once this is done if this actually works. Okay, yeah. So see when it's like when it's backed up inside the bridge, which it seems to be. I think that'll be faster, right? I think it's slowing down because it has to check this one first, and then it checks all the other ones as well. But we should get more air into the suits that way. I hope. How many suits do we have?
Guess who?
Fuck,
Guess who?
We have 7.
No, really, guess who? That's right. It's the man, the myth, the piss legend. I have a dream, and it's yellow G U L P. Gulp. 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 Gulp, 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 gulp.
Thanks, Bear Grylls. Thanks. That's just what I needed. That's just exactly what I needed. Fuck's sake. Okay, let's use igneous rock for this. We're gonna start sealing up the base here because we don't want heat getting in here. We don't want any heat getting into the base, right? We want to keep the base heat free, baby. So we're going to insulate all the way around now that we can. We're going to insulate everywhere that we can to make sure that no heat gets into the base. Out here is fine because, oh god, we're generating a lot of heat with these batteries really close to base. It's probably okay though. I think it's probably all right. Oh, jeez. This whole air situation is a little bit of a mess. Like, this one isn't even working right now. I think it's because nothing is drawing from this. It's just like stuck in a loop right now. Look. It's going to be at max pressure, so it should be pumping, but it's not because it looks like all of our gas pressure is because of, yeah, it is. All of our gas pressure is because of the hydrogen, right? We've got a huge buildup of hydrogen in here that we can't pump out. The pipe is blocked. Hang on a second. Oh, the pipe is blocked. So we're not taking any of this excess hydrogen off of here and storing it in these tanks, right? Oh, this fucking... We gotta really tighten the bolts here, guys. This is a mess. Jesus Christ. How did you let me get away with this for so long? This base is a total mess. Jeez. We don't have enough, what? We don't have enough gold? Oh, shit. I cut off access here again, didn't I? I've only gone and done it, guys. I've only gone and done it. Again. Man. Okay. We'll dig up there so that we can actually get to this gold and finish off this automation wire as well. In the meantime, these guys can finish up some of these jobs. Keeping the base nice and cold, or at least insulated. No, at this rate, could you not power the whole base with my excess hydrogen? I think I could. That's what I was saying before. I'm pretty sure I can. All right, we're gonna strip this out now before this becomes a bigger problem than it already is, because it's not very good right now. Oxygen generation on this side is okay. This is completely stopped, which is going to start causing us some problems. So we're going to have to sort this out. So I think what we're going to do is, like I said, we're gonna get the generators out of here. We're going to get these wheezeworts out of here as well. And then we're going to probably have like a central system that the oxygen is going to get cooled into. And then we're going to send hydrogen over to this gigantic hydrogen staging area that we've got. And we'll probably have these tanks trickle down into some generators down here. And then we'll have hydrogen sort of backfill our energy as well as the natural gas. And then these systems should just work round the clock. They should never stop, right? And then we'll have plenty of extra oxygen, plenty of extra hydrogen as well. And then we can have like almost like a reserve tank for hydrogen so that we can fill up rooms and cool them down if we want to do that later or whatever. So in a nutshell, I'm going to dick about with pipes all day. I mean, that's all you end up doing in this game, right? We're at the point in the game right now where we have to be very, very efficient and sustainable, right? Before we start doing the other stuff. Because the minute we start doing other stuff,
Good evening, Dad. I just started playing and I am presently ripping my dick off because my ISP has made your VODs unwatchable on even 160p.
What?
Would you mind showing me how your hydrogen generators work? Also, can I get a Forcini in chat? Forcin 1 IC buys.
Yeah, sure, Squirtle. Well, right now, it's thanks so much for the donation as well. Right now, the hydrogen generators are not really working. They're working, like they're full of hydrogen, they work, but they self-power these modules, which is a little bit wasteful because we have so much hydrogen stored up in the base. So we're going to change things around in a minute and make it so that these hydrogen generators actually help power the whole network rather than just themselves. And then, so that means that we're going to cut these modules down to about here. We'll have like a wall of insulation here, and then we're just gonna remove these rooms and centralize them, okay? Chat, does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. So over here, we'll have our generators, right? So here, let's put this here, like so. And then we can get rid of all this crap as well. This guy's going to come out and start barfing polluted oxygen everywhere as well, which is not the best. But there you go. Okay, and in terms of actual food and stuff, our mushrooms are growing. What can we make? Fried mushrooms we've got on... Can we make any barbecue? Frost buns. Oh my god, how do we have so many sleet wheat grains? Holy jumping. Okay, what's going in here? So we want to put our sleet wheat grains in here on a top priority so that they don't go bad. In here we're putting meal lice and mushrooms. That's fine. Okay, and then what we could do here is we'll set up another one. 540. Okay, let's get another fridge set up here, right? And we're gonna start storing on priority pinch of pepper nuts. Pinch of pepper nuts. Got it? Ah, fuck. Look, we're out of power. Wait a second. Why are we out of power right now? Why aren't these things going? Chad, I'm confused. I don't understand what's happening here. I don't know why this isn't filling up. Is this like connected up to something else that I'm not aware of? The coal generators. And then we have this coming down here too, right? So these connect straight to here. So they're connecting straight to the smart battery, which should... Is the automation on? Did I accidentally remove it or something? No. That's weird. So it just hasn't, like, triggered it. I have no idea. The pump is broken. One of the pumps is broken. The other pump is fine. Yeah, that pump is fine. I don't understand why this isn't working. It should just come on, right? It should come on. The vents are over pressure. Oh, of course, you're right. They are again, aren't they? So this is the CO2 vent. Oh, fuck. Fuck the vents. There's too much air over here. There's just too much gas in this vicinity, right? Oh my lord. Alright, where are we gonna pump this CO2 into? Wait, where's this CO2 coming in from right now? We're pumping this from somewhere, right? Oh, fuck. Okay, so we should be able to deconstruct this. Let's put it on a top priority, and let's get Lover of Sloths to actually move over and do it straight away. Ha. Okay, there we go. Right. We've got some overload damage happening here as well. What's going on here? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Why? Who put that? Who put this here? Why is there one random wire in here? Alright, Mubinsky, you're gonna have to move in here and do this. We have to get this. We gotta get the. Oh my god, what a mess! Alright, look. We got this under control, though. Don't worry. We've got like one little tiny wire. Mubinsky! How could you? Alright, somebody's gonna have to come up here and do this job. Quickly. Who's this? Sleet wheat grains, baby. Okay, I tell you what. So in here we're saying sleet wheat grains at a 9 priority. What's in here right now? Oh, fuck. Look at all of these great sleet wheat grains that we've got. You know how many cool meals we're going to be able to cook with this? It's going to be fantastic. Okay, heavy watt wire then. For some reason, don't ask me why that's happened. But there you go. So heavy watt wire needs to be on a 9 priority. Good. And then we have to start, before we do anything, we have to start pumping this excess hydrogen out of here, right? There's just too much of it. And it's blocking up it's blocking up the whole system right now, which we don't want. So we're gonna have to pipe this down here. It'll be a little bit messy, but we'll switch it all out after. Oh shit, no, of course I can't pipe this. We're gonna have to do it from like down here instead, I think. So we're gonna have to do it like this. And then hook it up like that. Which means that we're gonna have to get rid of this insulated tile as well. Okay, fine. That'll fix that problem. Okay. And then in here we're gonna have, what is it? Pinch of pepper nuts. On a 9 as well. Okay, perfect. Alright, so let's get some power to this. Okay, so that should be us back up and running power-wise. What the fuck? What the fuck? My game just Oh no. We gotta do all that again. Okay, well, we know where the problems are. What the fuck? What is going on with this game? What happened? The game crashed. It just hey, wait, maybe it did a wait, well, we were paused like the whole time though, weren't we? Who knows? Maybe it saved. We'll see. Off to a nice start. The problem is my game crashed. Yeah, you're right, yeah. I play New Vegas, yeah. No, you're right. I should play New Vegas. That game never crashes. Okay, so we have to remove this again. We'll make this top priority. And then what happened here? Did I accidentally put wire in or something? I don't... Oh, hang on a sec. Fuck, do we have to do all this shit? Oh, no, okay. So that shit is done. Alright, so what was the plan here was to hook this up like this, right? And then get rid of this. Okay. And then... Ah, okay, perfect. So we're saying... Sleet wheat grain goes in here. And then this is going to be pinch of pepper nuts, right? So that we can start making the good food. Okay, perfect. So we'll hook that up, and watch, my game's probably going to crash again, for Christ's sake. Okay, so this system is running again. But for some reason, the smart battery is not getting any power, which doesn't make any sense to me. It's hooked up directly to this system. Am I fucking missing something here? Or like, what's going on?
Hey Sipsy, check this emote out. Made by old_gravy.
Check this emote out. Made by Old Gravy. Where is it? You're gonna link it in chat, Jacob. You forgot to link it. Also, thanks. I appreciate it. Rigro, thanks so much for the bits as well. And Squirtle, thanks again for the donation too. Okay, what is this? Oh, with the love eyes. Okay, do we like this one? It's a beaut, isn't it? That's a nice one. I like the old love hearts in the eyes. Okay, thanks. Thanks very much, Old Gravy and Jacob. Thanks very much for the donation and bringing it to my attention. I will add it, okay? I promise. I will definitely add that. It's a good one. The worst duck face. You think I got a bad duck face? Come on now. Come on now. So, I don't understand why this isn't receiving power right now, because it's kind of like 120 watts. It's all connected up, right? This thing is connected. Oh, is it because... No, it should be able to go through the transformer first as well, right? It shouldn't be a problem. It's definitely connected up. Oh, I don't understand what's going on. That's so weird. I mean, maybe we can just do it like this as well, just like to see. I don't know. It's it's a weird one. It is a weird one. It doesn't seem to be working for whatever reason. Okay, well, let's just try that. I don't know. Maybe because it's going through, like, the transformer or something. You're using up all the power sips. It only stores if it has excess. There's no way we're using up all that power. There's not that much running on this right now. We don't have, like, any, like, super heavy machinery or anything, right? Like... I don't think, anyway. I think we should be fine. Okay, look at all these pinch of pepper nuts we have, and all this sweet wheat grain. That means that we can make some pepper bread. Okay, we're gonna make a lot of pepper bread. People are gonna love this pepper bread. So I think what's happened is, in our ice biomes, there was just a whole bunch of those grains laying around, which I guess they've gone out and collected. See, there's like... These things just pop every once in a while. So we have a gigantic amount of sleep. We got a refrigerator full of them. Pinch of pepper nuts we can grow ourselves fairly easily. Is this hooked up now? Maybe you're right. Maybe we are just using all of the power. That doesn't seem right though, right? That doesn't seem right at all. There's no way we're using up this much power. What's actually on this right now? I guess there's a lot of batteries hooked up to it, but even then, jeez. Look, this battery's not even getting filled up. And that's definitely hooked up to the grid, right? Yeah, it is. So everything is hooked up here. So the massage table is the only thing on here. Oh no, it's not. What else is on here? This goes down to here. So there's a pump. So there's all this stuff down here hooked up to it as well. But there's no way all this stuff is draining out this much power, is there? No. It won't fill up those until the batteries are full. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. That's crazy. I didn't realize we had so much stuff. Maybe a lot of it is useless as well. I'm not sure. Oh well. We'll I guess we'll start stripping some stuff out and then and just trying to get... I guess having these hydrogen generators in will help us too, right? Is this hooked up now? Can I even reach this? Like diagonally through? Should be able to, right? Fuck, we gotta sort out so many things. Holy shit. We could lose, you know. We could lose if we don't get on top of this. At least this, like, started up again somewhat. You don't want to lose, right? we don't want to lose this base on this seed. It's a fantastic one. Okay, where are we gonna put like this cold room that we're gonna pipe everything through, all the oxygen through? Maybe we could put it here to like help cool things down a little bit. Do the stripping on the fire pole. Oh, that's not me. We have a fire pole inside the base. Inside like where all of our oxygen and stuff is. That's pretty fantastic. Okay, so we should be making a whole bunch of these nice meals, so we can start storing them in here. What are we storing in here right now? Fried mushroom. Okay, so let's put pepper bread in here too, so that it gets taken off the floor, put into the places that it needs to go, and then we'll start sorting out some of this power, I guess. We can start using up some of this hydrogen straight away, right? So we can come down here. So power-wise, we're going to want, what, a hydrogen generator or two? We probably want two, right? So let's put one here. And then we'll put one here. And then we can put the battery in the middle that controls them. Okay. And then if we get on top of this power situation, then we can start getting on top of the oxygen situation as well, right? Remember to build separate toilets and a shower room. Am I running out of oxygen? No, we're not running out. It's just the way that we're producing it right now is not the best. and it's leading to like a little bit of an energy crisis as well. So we're trying to sort it out now. We have to make it more efficient. And once the base is like properly stabilized, we should be in pretty good shape. Okay, so gas pipe then, these can just be made out of, I guess, igneous rocks, fine. We don't need this to actually be... Okay, so we'll chain these up. I think I said last time that I didn't want to do this, but we're going to chain them up so that the hydrogen flows down into these things, right? Power, smart battery. Look at how much gold we have. Holy crap, that golden volcano is incredible, right? Amazing. Okay, so we also want some heavy wire coming down here, which is amalgam. Okay, so we hook these up like this, and then we put on the automation, right? Get the automation wire on here as well. And then we mop up all of this water that seems to be falling from God knows where all the time. What are our priorities right now, too? Who's building? Lover of Sloths is our primary builder. So we're going to try to get Lover of Sloths to become, hopefully, a mecha engineer as well, so we can start using some of the automation too. I only connected the output to the input. What, on the things? Yeah, the output to the input is fine, right? So now we can just get rid of these pipes and these pipes as well. So that everything just flows through the top and then comes down the bottom, right? And then it'll go into these generators as well. And then we just got to finish up this stuff too. So what's this? This is going to be hydrogen in here as well. This is going to be another hydrogen chain, right? And then we're going to want to like do the same. So we go out to in, out, and then to this bad boy. Perfect. All right, so we got the hydrogen ready to go. We just have to hook this up to the power network, and then we're good, right? Build a bypass so the excess oxygen goes to the suits. Yeah, no, we're going to centralize the oxygen production. So we're gonna take all these Weezwarts out of these modules and these generators out as well, and then we're probably going to have just like these smaller modules to produce the oxygen, which is going to go through a central area to get cooled, and then all of our excess hydrogen will make its way over here. So, I mean, what we could do is potentially just like remove this whole side here and then move it over here so that it's like happening right above these hydrogen tanks, because I think it'll fit too, right? How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's fine. And then half of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll have to be 7. 2, 3, 4. There's not enough room to put them like side by side. It'd be kind of cool to have them fit perfectly with like, you know, the 11 across, but I don't think we're gonna be able to. We can just try to have it like come out here. We'll have just like a bank of 3 of these smaller ones and just do it that way. We have to get rid of this polluted water as well. Polluted water is currently going in here. This is the germy toilet water, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so all the germy toilet water comes down here. And then we have all of this. Oh, look at the waterfall. The piss waterfall is active. Look. Oh, it's beautiful. Look, it just trickles down. I like that. I like piss. What can I say? A second natural gas vent north of the base. Yeah, I know. We're gonna go tap into that as well. We have a bunch of natural gas that leaked out and spilled down here at one point too, didn't we? Ah, okay, this is now filling up. Look, finally. And it's not even because of this new stuff either. It's just finally decided to fill up. So these things shouldn't have to go like full ass tilt once they do fill up. Okay, let's deconstruct this hamster wheel as well. We'll deconstruct this one and this one. We'll claim back some materials. And then these smart batteries and stuff we can claim back too, right? How am I getting fresh water without germs? I'm not right now. I have this fresh water here, which I'm gonna stop pumping into these things pretty soon, and then we're gonna move it down here. Because we should have... Oh yeah, this is working now. So this is, so if this goes above 200... we want it to stop, right? Which is not actually working. It's weird. Is this hooked in? Oh yeah, no, it's below, right? Okay, so this is coming in now and being added to the mix. So as long as it's below 200, this liquid shutoff will work and allow stuff to come through here, right? So that's fine. So we can fill up that a little bit more, and then we'll move this pump out of here so that we save some of this like fresh water. So we need a little bit more for the research, right? No, it will when it gets submerged. Yeah, it'll flick off when it gets submerged, right? So now this is all clean water coming out of here, because this thing is taking the cold polluted water and just turning it into fresh water. So actually, we don't really need this anymore. We have this. It's hotter though. It's 69 degrees. It's only 22 degrees. But we've got there's an ATN up here, right? Somewhere. There's a copper volcano here too. Fuck me. When did we discover this? There's a chlorine gas vent here as well. Jesus Christ. Look at all of these things. When did we find... And there's another cool steam vent here, too. I don't remember all this stuff. I don't remember finding any of this stuff. It's not even, like, totally at the edge of the map, either. Jesus Christ. Pardon me. It's a hydro sensor, not a gas sensor. I know, it's not. So we want the, we want this thing to shut off when the water gets to about this point, right? Because we're piping in additional water from here. This is polluted water from this cool slush geyser, just to top it up. And then once it gets level to about here, then the cool steam vent can just do its thing or whatever. We always want to have like a consistent amount of water in here, pretty much, right? All right, so we have a hydrogen generator running on the system now. And we want to make this active when it's below 25, right? I feel like we're just like losing power somewhere. Like there's no way that I have this much crap on this system right now. These are all closed, so they're not even on, right? Like, are we just leaking power somewhere? Let me just clear my throat a sec. Fuck, it's driving me nuts. Sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know where all this power is going. Into what? What are we running that's being so power intensive? Slime lung. Don't forget the superheat exchanger thing in the ice biome that I found. I know. Yeah, the slime lung is starting to hit. Yeah, starting to develop a bad case of the old slime lung. This is so annoying. Why is this stuck in here like this? It should be able to find it, right? But it's not able to. So if we just hook it right up to the... What the fuck? Oh, I see. Oh, it's because down here is all fucked up. Hang on a second. Okay, we can sort this out too, right? So we currently have this gas bridge here, which is causing some problems. So let's deconstruct this. And then we can finally get this other one actually working, right? Okay, that's fine. It's still like a little bit confused, but at least it's actually flowing now. Okay, good. So that should change the max gas pressure in here, and we should start producing some more oxygen. Although, having said that, it's not. We didn't really actually need it. Okay, so we're going. So we wasted a whole bunch of. Well, I don't know if we wasted a bunch of time, but we spent a whole bunch of time doing this when we're now just going to centralize it again. Which is not the best, but there you go. That's just what happens. All right, let's fix up the base first then. Before that happens, we can get rid of all of this mealwood now. So that's gonna free up some space in the base for other stuff, like when we have to make bedrooms for all of our dupes and stuff. So that's fine. We'll do that. We'll get rid of all the mealwood. Make sure that people eat up all the mealwood. And then we're going to be on a diet of fried mushrooms, and we should have a whole bunch of these pepper breads as well, which is going to help our calorie count too, right? That's how she goes. Check my energy loss by pressing E. Power usage, 785 kg and removed 820. So we're at a deficit right now? That's kind of nuts, isn't it? Okay, somebody's mastered a job as well. Who was it? Oh my god. Levo Doom has mastered the groundskeeper Willie position. Excellent. What stats do you have? Construction, digging, and tinkering. What are your building skills like, Levo Doom? Have you done apprentice architect? Okay, you have 1 build skill. Sure. Okay, that's fine. I'm losing too much power through having so many batteries. In my base, I have 2 smart batteries for all of the electricity and 1 smart battery for each electrolyzer room. I don't want to run the whole base off of 1 smart battery, though. We have to have some reserves, just in case something happens. But yeah, we could probably cut down on some of these batteries. These ones are full up now, which is a good thing. And these smart batteries are not quite full. So this has been disabled by the automation, and so is this one, but this one's starting to lose. Okay, so we should be now producing a bunch of power, which should fill up that battery in no time, because there's 2 of them. Then once we get this other generator here, okay, that's all right. We seem to be in a good flow now, see? So it should deactivate in a sec. Oh no, it hasn't. So these ones deactivate up here first. So we have to have this other one here active at some point as well, right? That would be good. Okay, so that's all of that stuff done. Let's just reject these because we don't need anybody else right now. Now is not the time to get new people in either, right? And then we have all this space in here in this base for other stuff. Should be pretty good. All right, let's get rid of these ladders because they don't really need to be here. Let's get rid of... We're going to get rid of this as well, right? So let's uproot this. We're going to move this stupid Dreco thing that didn't really work out very well out of here. And then we're going to close off the base. Make it, like, look a bit better or whatever. We can get rid of this bad boy here, too. And then we can start tightening the bolts a little bit around the base. And then we can start removing some of these and being a bit better with our power, right? Am I not researching? No, I'm not. I can't. I've researched everything up to space. So for basic rocketry and intermediate rocketry, I need to build a space telescope, which I can't. I mean, I could research the other parts of it. It'll just mean that, yeah, we might as well. You're right. We might as well just start researching this stuff. Although we have no water. We're missing a research station. And there's no researchers assigned. So let's, when we're in a bit of a better spot, let's do that. Because they're just going to complain about it, right? Okay, perfect. So we'll get rid of all this stuff. What's all this power and stuff in here? Jeez, what a mess. Okay, we're going to get rid of all this. So let's fucking get rid of all this wiring. Claim back some of these resources. I've got a whole bunch of ice in here, too. So that's that gone and that gone. Fuck me. I'm going to tidy up these grids eventually, too. Everybody's favorite job, watching a guy tidy up power grids. Yeah, is there a space where the oxygen went? Yeah, probably. I think we can change this around as well. We probably can cut down on the amount of batteries that we have. We could probably put all of the... We could probably have like a bank of maybe like 6 batteries just as a backup. Put it into a room, seal it off, maybe cool it down, and just add it to like the main network, and then just have these transformers where the circuits need to be so that we don't need to use up all this space. Then we can free up a bit of space on the side here and put in like a pole, or we can start doing like tubes once we start making some plastic or whatever. That could be a little bit more fun, I guess. All right, so base-wise, we want this to be granite. So we're gonna have granite coming to here like this. We can make a room here too. We kind of screwed this up though because we had storage in here. So we've got this like. Oh, we might be able to do something with this, though. Maybe we can make these into, like, recreation rooms or something. They don't need to be that big, right? I don't think they need to be that big. Or maybe we could just move the cots in here as, like, a backup. Look, the little research table and the job board can, like, fit in here. No problem, right? What else would fit in here? The oven. The little massage tables and the med beds would work as well. Okay, cool. Fine. We'll leave this little gap here then. So, hang on a second. We don't want that there. We want to deconstruct a bunch of this crap first. And then we want to push out here a little bit too, right? So, let's... I want to make the actual living space a square rather than this mess here. And then we'll have some room on the side here where we can cool down all of the oxygen before it goes into the base, especially if we're just going to have it all happening here. Should be fine, right? We'll just have a whole bunch of wheezeworts and like a snake tunnel, and then all of the oxygen will just come through like one pipe or whatever. We might even be able to cut down to like 2 instead of having 3. And then we'll have some wheezeworts like extra for whatever. Okay, fine. So what goes in here? Is this seeds and stuff? Oh my god, game is like... Did you see that lag? That was crazy. Okay, who just mastered a job? Suro. Alright, Suro, what can you do? Construction 2. And creativity 0. Alright, Suro. We're putting you on art duty. You need to learn how to do art better. Okay? I hope that's okay. Let's start deconstructing some of this stuff up here. This stuff can all go as well. I don't want any critters accidentally being dropped off here. We do have a glossy egg here, but we're probably just going to start doing plastic stuff. Like, we'll probably just start refining and doing plastic that way, so I don't know. It somehow seems easier than farming Drecos. Don't forget to replace the vent in the storage room with a high pressure vent in the storage room. Hey, look at this, is almost full up here too, and the temperature is quite nice too. So that'll be our second mushroom farm almost done. We just want this to like, we just want to push out the rest of this oxygen. We just need a little bit more CO2. CO2 at the bottom we'll scrub. We'll scrub it with a thing, and we'll just leave it running in there as well. But we'll do it once we sorted out like all the power grids and stuff. This fucking base is a mess right now. Jesus Christ, it is the worst. We have a lot of jobs to do. Ah, look it, the suits are starting to fill up, so that's worked. I don't know like how much it's worked, but at least the suits are filled up. So as long as the suits need oxygen, this stuff will go through, and then when they don't need oxygen, it'll go into the base. But we already have 2 vents in the base here, so it's fine. Okay, we can get rid of that. Doesn't need to be there. This can go as well. We'll keep these doors and stuff here. That should be fine. Start getting rid of some of this crap. And then we can probably just get rid of, like, this whole wall here. Wait, before we do that, though. Do we have any wires or pipes running up this wall? It doesn't look like it. Oh, actually, just to make sure, though, let's just put this on buildings, and then we can get rid of that like that. That should be fine. Alright, so our Dreco farm is gone now. Good riddance, I say. It was a really, really bad design anyway, wasn't it? Okay, and now they can't get through here. So let's deconstruct these walls so that we can get out. So they're not going to be using their suits out here, which I don't know if that's actually a problem. Maybe it's not. I'll deconstruct that as well. There is some piping running through here, but I don't know if it's used for anything right now. It's hard to tell. We could get a whole bunch of hydrogen into the base. which you don't really want. Although, having said that, there is already a ton of hydrogen in the base that we're going to have to probably pump out after, right? So let's go for insulated tile. That should be fine. And then this is going to have to come like all the way down to the bottom, baby.